My name is Janine Arafo, but everybody calls me Gigi. I'm from Venezuela, from the capital Caracas. So basically, I consider myself as a freedom activist. I advocate for freedom of speech and economic independence for people, which is kind of hard right now because we have a socialist government. In Venezuela, you can be in jail or you can be killed only for thinking different of the government, which is crazy, right? If I have to compare my life here in the United States versus the life I used to have in Venezuela, it's quite different and it's kind of sad at the same time. For me, it was like insane seeing how free people is here to buy whatever they want, and nobody's going to ask you or tell you like, oh no, you already buy one chicken, so you cannot buy chicken anymore. And I went to this pharmacy and I was impressed again about all the medicines and the different type of medicine I can find without any restriction. That in Venezuela is quite different because you have to have a government permission to buy medicine if you can find it. Socialism is misery. Is misery, is death, is everything against human nature. My mom cannot she's older and she cannot do 8 hours line to buy food, and that's the only way to buy food. You do the lines, right? So for that reason, to say we cannot live this here anymore. This is not life. That is the last sentence that my mom say yesterday. This is not life. My life is between trying to find my medicine and doing lines to buy food. So what kind of life is it?
So you said something about the black markets. Could you expand on that a little bit?
Oh yeah, Venezuela is the black market country right now. Everything is black market because one thing about controls is when you are trying to control people and telling people what to do, people is going to find a way to do whatever they want without your permission, right? So we have change control, price control, property rights control, production control. So for each thing is a black market. The most important one, which is the black market of food. Because you are not allowed to buy more than 2 chicken, for example, for your family per week. There's these people to buy somehow, they have friends in the government or friends in the supermarkets or whatever. They buy supplies and stuff and they resell it.
Okay, thank you for answering all these questions.
Yeah, thank you. In US that is more gets my attention is that people is really into socialism. So I'm quite concerned about it. I came from a country that socialism rule everything, and there is not such thing as democratic socialism. They say that at the beginning of a political campaign, of course, we're going to be equal. Yeah, in Venezuela, everyone is equal, equally poor, equally miserable. When you are dead, you are equal to the others, right? But I'm really concerned how people think it's this hippie new trend that rich people is bad, and we have to, if you have 2 houses, you have to give the house to people who don't have a house. And I say that is not how it works. You have to fight for your things, and nothing is free. They say oh my God, with this candidate or this candidate, we're going to have free education. Nothing is free. Somebody is going to pay for that. And in Venezuela, we realized that too late, that we are paying those free stuff. Free houses in the beginning of the campaign of this government, free houses, free laptops, free everything. But now we're paying, because who is going to pay that? So my conclusion, my comment is that see Venezuela as an example of not what to do, politically, economically, socially, and be really aware for your futures political leaders that the way that they ruin the economy is not a game. It's actually people's life.